Hey,
Dobar den.
and welcome back to our little Bulgarian adventure.
Yes, another productive week from us.
Well,
relatively.
Yeah, relatively.
As we predicted last week, it has got colder. That's why we're inside this week rather than out in the grounds.
And even I've got a jumper on.
But the sun is shining, and when the sun's shining, it does warm up fairly quickly.
Yeah, it's warm in the sunshine, isn't it?
Very.
But it did prompt our test firing of our new Pechka.
Yes, we've set it up in a temporary position in the bedroom, mainly so that we can dry out plaster and stuff once we put it on the wall a bit quicker. Yesterday morning it was 8 degrees when I started, and within 45 minutes it was up to 16 degrees. There's Ziggy.
Making the view.
So we know it works pretty well. It didn't take much wood to do that either. So all in all, one in the wind column.
Yeah, we were quite impressed with that.
Yeah.
But just before we could get it up and running, what job did you have to do this week?
You saw me cleaning the chimneys a couple of weeks ago, and at the time I did comment that this chimney needs repointing. So up on the roof I went again, and this is what I did. As mentioned a few weeks ago, this chimney stack needs repointing. We've got the weather for it today. It's sunny and there's no wind. That means I can go up on the roof and see exactly what needs to be done. Now that I'm up here, you can see just how bad this chimney is. It's probably the top 2, possibly 3 courses of bricks. So I'll have a look, see exactly what needs to be done with it, and do it. This is the mix for the mortar. It's four parts sand to 1 part cement. And before we add the water, we have to mix it together to get it fully spread through the sand to make up a nice mortar. So that's the mix nicely put together. Now we add water and start to make the mortar. And there's still got dry pockets in there. I think we're pretty close to where we want to be with that. That should be ready for me to go up. Do any bits of repointing, refilling, and then start laying the bricks. Now we start to fill up the gaps with the mortar. You can tell I haven't done this before. I'm just learning as I go. Okay, so I've worked some down into the gap. I've closed up the front of the gap. I will be putting a layer of mortar along here for the next layer of bricks, but it's just to try and keep this lower layer a bit more together and build on a more solid foundation. So I've repointed the gaps between the bricks on the supporting layer. I'm now ready to start putting on the mortar for the first layer of bricks.
I just realised I'm in this video. I made a cameo of standing around and doing nothing.
I think I'm successfully proving that bricklaying isn't as easy as people who know how to do it make it look.
What? What was that, Dad?
I think I'm making it patently obvious that people who know what they're doing and people who don't. So we've gone up one course, we've stabilised the chimney, we've got a secure ring of brick around the top. Looking at the height of the other chimneys, I don't think we need to go any higher, so we're going to cap it off and it'll be rendered another day. So this is what we've ended up with. We've put some tiles on the top to stop the rain going down the chimney. Once we've rendered the stack, we'll make it look a little bit more attractive, but it's functional, it'll do its job, and I can sort it out when we get the roof sorted. So that was one of the jobs we needed to get done. I've spent a couple of days this week plastering. I know I did the ceiling. This is my first time of plastering walls. I think it's fair to say I'm not a natural, but luckily Lynn has told me she wants it to look rustic. So
I stayed well out of the way, like I normally do whenever Adam's doing a job for the first time.
Yeah.
Never goes well the first day.
It's, as I said, I'm not a natural.
No, it looks alright.
It'll be nice when it's finished.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But that's what we've been doing this week. So rather than just show you me messing about plastering walls badly, we'll bring you an update on that next week.
Yeah.
Another small and fairly temporary job I did this week was the bottom end of the house, the doors into it, we've had boarded up. There's no glass in there as yet, until we either decide to replace the windows and doors down there or refurbish them or whatever we're doing. We thought, as we're going to be down there and the kittens are moving down there, we'll get some light in there. So we got some polycarbonate in place of the glass, and I replaced all the boards with polycarbonate, and suddenly we've got a very light corridor area. It's a lot more welcoming than it was before.
Yeah, it was quite dark in there before.
This is only, as I say, only a temporary measure because we will be replacing the windows and probably refurbishing the doors, but that won't happen till next year. So just to make it easier for us, easier for the kittens, it was a job that had to be done. So we did.
We've got an election here this week.
Yes, it's the rerun of the election we had earlier in the year.
Yeah. Hopefully this time they'll manage to get a working parliament out of it.
Who knows? It's not been a resounding success so far.
No, and that has, I think, hampered their COVID campaigns because nobody wants to be seen to be...
And take the responsibilities of the people who locked the country down.
Yeah. So the caretaker government's been playing it
Quite carefully.
careful. Yeah. Erring on the side of not upsetting people.
No, staying popular.
Yeah. So, be interesting to see if we finally get a government this time.
You never know. Yes, we've yet to get Max vaccinated. He does tend to spend all his time here
Yeah.
Um,
One of the issues with getting you vaccinated is getting him out of the house.
yeah, but we will get there.
Yeah, we'll do that.
We need to book him an appointment, I believe.
Him and Ziggy.
Yes.
That's going to be our goal for next week, booking appointments for Ziggy and Max.
Yeah, get them sorted.
Different ways, obviously.
Well, yeah. I don't think Max would be too pleased with us if we did a Ziggy on him. So. Following the success of the Chinese night, we obviously continued the theme nights with Greek last week.
Which was a little more out of our comfort zone.
It was, yes. We're not big Greek food eaters.
So, but we managed to choose 4 dishes.
Yeah.
We had halloumi and cheese.
We did.
Halloumi cheese wrapped in bacon, served on a bean paste.
Yeah.
Which was really nice.
Not health food.
Not
Cheese wrapped in bacon, but
no,
lovely.
but it was really nice. And then we had pork souvlaki.
Mm-hmm.
Souvlaki, yeah. Which was a pork fillet that had been cooked in the oven in the pechka. Served in palenki bread.
Yes.
With a
salady thing.
Dip, yeah. And
yeah.
tzatziki, which is their cucumber Greek dip. We also had fried aubergines with an Arabic dip of orange and yoghurt.
Lovely.
I think it was, yeah. But that was also very nice.
And we had the potatoes.
And we had lemon garlic, Greek lemon potatoes.
Yes.
Which were delicious. Roast potatoes with lemon, which was a combination which we weren't sure about, but actually worked really well.
All washed down with some Greek lager, which was as you would expect from Greek lager.
Not Adam wasn't impressed.
With the accompanying dulcet tones of Demis Roussos. So yes, we went the full Greek.
But it was really enjoyable. We all enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And it did feed us for most of Saturday as well.
It did. So this week it's Lynn's choice.
And we've gone Russian.
Oh. So watch out for the potatoes,
update on that
cabbage,
next week.
beetroot.
We'll update you on that one next week.
We will, yes.
So I think that's about it for this week.
Yes, I think it is. I think you're up to date with what we've been up to.
Yeah, we hope you've all had a good week.
Yeah, kept well, stayed safe, and continue to do so.
We'll see you again next week.
We certainly will.
Bye.
До скоро!